Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is not an excuse for doing our fellow humans wrong.
Ethnocentricity is a big word for big egos in a small world, but you can break it down to understand how it led to the burden of a white man. Thinking of other cultures as less has led to much more than just one mess. Intentions aside, life ain't chess. Imperial motives cause societal stress. How do you know if you're ethnocentric? You human? That's the first trick. It's not complicated, it's mathematic, and thinking historic is fairly tragic. Use a thesaurus to create my magic. Are you a racist or xenophobic, a chauvinist or jingoistic, excessively nationalistic or patriotic? Well, you might be ethnocentric. You think your kind is the best variety, view others as others entirely, insist on speaking how you want at the expense of dignity and defending your free speech tirelessly. Say it's our way or the highway. If you don't like it, just leave or fit in. Thinking like you is the only way to get in, but knowing what's actually in is the point you're missing.
Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is not an excuse for doing our fellow humans wrong. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is not an excuse for doing our fellow humans wrong.
Can I say a bit more about this way of thinking? European power spread through vast conquesting. Resources, wealth, opportunity at everyone's expense except the mother country. Cultural contact and inevitability, but rather show vulnerability, one that presses in the name of progress the duty of the advanced ethnicity. Do you see assimilation as a solution, as long as it's not you facing changes and your culture, religion, or way of life is not in any kind of danger? We've all got perspective and point of view and a bias that's specific, blind spots that if we don't reveal can lead to actions that are horrific. The age of exploration is part of our history, a fundamental part of who we are. As a country and Canadian society, we've come far. It's good to be proud of where you came from, but bad to think it was the only way. You can care for the place you call home, but know that to someone it was taken away. Do you think you need to fix other people because they don't share your way of thinking? Help by destroying their culture, residential schools? What were we thinking? European imperialism, we feel it today even if you deny it. Reconciliation, man, let's try it. Do you need someone to blame? Of course it can't be you. If your answer's based on race and culture, it's ethnocentrism shining through. You might know what's coming. It's the title of the song. Ethnocentrism is not an excuse for doing our fellow humans wrong.
Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is not an excuse for doing our fellow humans wrong. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is not an excuse for doing our fellow humans wrong. Ethnocentricity is a big word. Ethnocentricity is